Good morning, everyone. And so let's begin. Begin by just becoming aware. Are we feeling? How am I feeling? At every level, the level of the body, at the level of the heart, feeling, the level of the mind. What what are the thought contents moving through my mind this morning? What are my mind's preoccupations? And just letting all of that be. How does the world seem to me today? The world is a reflection of our state. And play at just for a half hour, accepting yourself just as you are, accepting the world just as it is, and feeling a kind of potential, a hidden potential within. And all it requires is being still for some of that potential to emerge and manifest. And so find your posture, the posture that will be your anchor for the next half hour, and feel yourself ready. Feel that inner readiness and look ahead. Rest your eyes on the point and feel that the point, the choice of the point is chosen by the eyes, by some sensation in the eyes, that the eyes respond and say, yeah, that's it, because that's comfortable, because looking there is more comfortable than looking a little to the left or a little to the right. And so when you are allowing the eyes to choose, what you're allowing is a deeper intelligence to participate, a sensory feeling intelligence. And so feeling that inner intelligence already being activated, an intelligence that is below thinking, below reasoning, below even evaluating. So rest your eyes on a point and hold it there. And little by little, feel your concentration establishing itself. Feel yourself getting into the zone. And as if you're penetrating into your point, go right into the point, as if that point was a gateway and you were going through that gateway. And little by little, feel the little changes that begin to take place, the little perceptual changes, the little sensory changes, the changes over your state. And as you feel them, welcome them, say yes to them internally, lean into them, and realize that you can go even deeper into it. And let yourself discover how deep you can go. Let yourself even be surprised by how deep you can go this morning. Feel yourself ready for a deep, peaceful, and maybe potent meditation today. Steady eyes at your point, going deeper into it. Open your awareness now to the entire peripheral field. The entire peripheral field, all the light around you. Allow the eyes to soak in the light of the morning light. There are receptors in the eyes that soak in light, and feel yourself, the, the eyes, a kind of gateway to the entire nervous system. Feel the entire nervous system taking in the morning light now. And again, saying yes to that, giving into that, and allow it to deepen. Soften the eyes now, soft eyes. Let the eyelids get heavy, still open, but soft. You can feel the eyelids coming down a little bit, and maybe even allowing a little smile in the corner of the eyes, like smiling at yourself as if you're smiling at life and the game of life. And now feel the rhythm of the body. The body has rhythm, the body's rhythmic. It's a metabolic rhythm. And just allow the metabolic rhythm to slowly, gradually slow down. Really slowing down. And it's as if all of life is slowing down with you. Where you're just feeling different currents and you're resonating with slower currents. And you can relax into it now. Relax your body, relax your belly, and feel the breath now. The breath coming in and out of the nose, a gentle rhythm coming and going. Feel the rhythm of the breath coming and going. And allow the breath to gradually get thinner and thinner. And along with it, your awareness more subtle. Now, when you feel the moment is right and you feel yourself drawn inwards, you can allow the eyelids to get heavier and heavier, and slowly, very slowly, allow them to come cover the eyeballs, allowing the eyelids to just gently come over the eyes. And when the eyelids come over the eyes, take a deep breath And exhale, relax even more. And really feel yourself sinking into your seat bones. Inhale a deep breath. And exhale, soften and feel your chest opening. It's like your spine lengthens. Inhale a deep breath. And exhale. And be still now. Be still. Feel the breath. Just as an exercise, I'd like everyone to give it a try, especially if you haven't tried this already. The concentration exercise, the Jana exercise of counting the breath. Count the breath from 1 to 8, and then 8 back down to 1. Each cycle of breath, an inhale and an exhale, counts as 1. And so you're observing the breath, and your awareness is captivated by the breath and nothing but breath. And along with it, you count each cycle of breath from 1 to 8, and then from 8 back down to 1. And it's a very interesting exercise that really supports your practice and allows the concentration to really establish itself. And then when you really feel after a few minutes, maybe 5, 10, 15, maybe the whole practice, you can stay with counting the breath. You'll find then that your concentration gets really steady, and then you can let go of the counting and just be entirely with the breath. And along the way, if you feel the mind very active, then you can bring back this exercise and help steady your mind. Now, again, there's no fighting yourself. Don't fight the mind. The mind will always be flowing. The mind is like the wind. We cannot and should not stop the mind. But within the currents of the mind, there are rapid currents and there are slow currents. And these currents happen simultaneously. We can allow the mind to continue its thoughts, but we allow those thoughts to simply move to the background of our awareness, as if they had no value or no importance, until we barely hear them, just like a bare, small whisper at the back of the mind that we give no attention to, no mind to, and no mind to your thoughts. And simply practice directing your attention. The exercise of meditation is directing our attention in a gentle, patient, loving, peaceful way, and entering absorption, simply following the sensations of the breath. And you will find that when you allow the breath to get very thin, the mind will get very quiet. It's a kind of cause and effect process. It doesn't require skill. It doesn't require practice. It's something operational that is something you can already do. What will happen is there'll be a greater recognition. As you practice, you'll get better and more skilled at recognizing the state and holding the state for longer periods of time. And so, have a wonderful practice this morning. Go deep. Let yourself be guided by an internal principle. It's as if we all have within us an inner compass. Some part of us knows the state of alignment, the state of resonance and harmony. And as we tap into it, something in us says, this is it. And so allow that part to get activated and guide you. Let go of trying to control yourself, trying to control the world, trying to control the mind, and feel a living principle within, a living principle within that is beyond what we think we are, but somehow that we're in connection with, somehow that is our deeper nature. Just feel the breath now. Keep it very simple, just following the breath. When thoughts come, let them go and feel yourself merging with the breath, becoming one with the breath, becoming one with life, the pulse of life as manifested in the breath here, in and out of the nose. Very good. Know that you're doing very well. And it is just the beginning. This will grow. This will grow. In this practice, you're putting wonderful seeds in your inner garden. And each moment waters the seeds, gives them sunlight. And this will grow into a wonderful garden. Feel in the breath a kind of living principle. The yogis called the breath prana. This prana, this life, is an energy field. And this energy field is not inert, it's alive. And it's conscious, it has consciousness. And extremely vast, even unlimited consciousness. There's a touch of the infinite in the pulse of the breath. And so simply feeling and experiencing the breath and nothing but the breath opens us up to a vast field of energy and potential and possibility, the field of infinite possibilities and its pulse, living pulse. And it knows us, and it is with us. And it desires wholeness, wholeness for us. And so by opening up to it, it brings us into wholeness. It brings us into harmony and resonance with it. And so our practice is to surrender to it and give up something we believed, we thought we needed, little by little, in this very simple but potent practice. All of our misplaced beliefs start to melt away and dissolve. and we are made whole again. It requires our commitment, and so offer your full dedication now in a simple, effortless, loving way. The breath coming and going, coming and going. As you practice, feel somehow a better ability to be with what is as it is, to accept what is and go with the flow of the moment, carried by the flow of the moment. Feel yourself little by little, letting go of the need to twist, control, manipulate the moment, and somehow just being with a deeper intelligence within the moment unfolding. Let your trust grow, your trust in life. Each breath that you experience is a statement of your connection to life, deepening, experientially, deep in your cells, in your guts, in your nervous system, at the back of the eyes, the back and the root of the tongue, and the tips of the toes and the tips of the fingers, deep into your being. Allow the breath to get even thinner, even thinner. Subtle, subtle sensations, subtle breath. And now I'd like you to take a moment and think of you, yourself. And I'd like you to see yourself in your mind's eye, in your heart, and the way you're living your life, and the struggles that you're facing. And I'd like you to take a moment to feel the fear that lives in your heart. The part of you that is fearful and that is trying very hard to compensate in 1,000 different ways, trying to cope, trying to manage. I'd like you to feel that part of you now. And as you feel that part of you now, offer it some care. Offer it these affirmations. Take a moment and feel that part of you and say to that part of you, I love you. I love you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And feel that part of you receiving these words and the energy these words carry and the intentions these words carry, and repeat them again. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. And thank you. That part of you that is trying so hard to find balance and struggling to find it. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. And thank you. And again, I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. And thank you. And now, begin to offer another part of you this same attention, maybe a child part of you. Go deeper into the field of yourself, the field of your being, and find the inner child self, whichever one, whichever memory you feel called to connect to. Do that now. And in the same way, offer it these affirmations sincerely from your heart. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. And thank you. And now offer this to others, whomever it might be. Offer it to your children if you have children. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. And offer it to those people close to your life, your partner if you have a partner, or other people that are close. Right now, feel them. However the relationship may be, positive or negative, offer them this: I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. And thank you. Offer it to your parents now. Your parents. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. And thank you. Offer it to your entire lineage and family tree. Offer it to your entire family tree. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. And thank you. And now offer it to the world, or a specific part of the world if you feel directed towards that. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. And feel yourself generating something as you repeat these words. And feel the pulse of what you're generating emanating from you and entering the world, entering the field of life, entering the matrix now, and pulsing through the matrix. The sacred, subtle forms behind that structure and hold all of life together. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. And now slowly, let's make our way back, ready to be carried by the seeds that we've planted today, this morning, all day long. Deepening the breath now, the breath a little bit more vigorous. That's right. Starting to allow movement, rising back 1, coming back to the count of 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5.